check these and I'm going to talk about my ears.
Good boy. Okay, should we turn around and show the camera your ears? Okay, so Jack wears his ears either on a clip clipped on his t-shirt or in a little pouch, which is either sewed inside the back of his t-shirt or in his vest. And that sits in here. Okay, now when the ear is working, it'll flash green. Okay, as soon as the ear comes off the head here, it'll beep and flash red and Jack can't hear. Okay. This flashing here, the double beep and the orange flash, is telling you that the battery needs changing. And Jack will often alert you to that. So to change the battery, you unplug it, turn it off, take the clip off, and then you take this side off here, and it's just like opening a packet of crisps. Just use your thumbs and finger on both ends and pull like that. Don't use your nails around the edges or anything like that to open it. Thumb like that. Pull the battery out, and then in his bag he should have a little packet, and these are freshly recharged batteries. Pop that in and then push it shut like that. Put the clip back on or drop it in his pocket, whichever way he's wearing it. Keep your finger on to turn it on and it'll flash, and it flashed green there. It's flashing red now because it's not attached to his head. Push the wire back in. It's attached to his head and it now should start flashing green, and Jack will tell you that his ear's working. Is your ear working? Yes. Good boy. Sometimes it'll beep. Turn around, Jack, and we'll just show the beep. It'll beep, a constant red beep. That means it's not attached. So it's either not on his head, or the wires come out slightly. You need to push that firmly in. Or in this case, if you've tried all of that, you've reattached it to the head, put the wire back in. In this case, it means either the wire's broken or the coil, which is this piece, is broken. So if it is, there'll be a spare coil in the bag. Take the coil off like this. Put a new one on. Put it back on his head. And the beeping should stop and it'll flash green. Okay. Okay, for school, Jack wears this extra section on his ear. And this is called the Connect. And when you have this on, it means the FM system will work, the microphone. Can you stop slurping? Thanks. On the Connect, this is where you set the programs. So there's 3 different lines. Now there's a blue line that we've drawn on, and that's the setting that it needs to be on for when Jack's wearing his microphone. That's the FM setting. If you slide it all the way up, it'll change to program 1. And then program 1 means the FM won't be received in there, but he can still hear. Then there's program 2. So 1, 2, and then the third line is 3. 1 and 2 are exactly the same. And then, like I said, program 3 is what we use for the FM. And then the last one is a triangle. It should never be on that one. That's just used for when he goes for processing and ear checks at the hospital. So we don't use that one. But sometimes during the day, if he's been bashing about, then this might slide down. If that happens, it'll probably go to a static light. You see, it's a static green light. It's not flashing, and that means he won't be able to hear. Jack, is your right ear working?
Which one?
That one, is it working?
No.
No, so it means you can't hear anything, and that's because it's moved down to a triangle. So static light means it's not working. Move it back up to program 3, and it should now beep to confirm it's changed program, and then it'll start flashing green to say it's taking the sound in. Is that ear working now, Jack?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so this is the AB box, which is always found in Jack's bag when he comes to school. So inside, this is the main thing you'll use each day. This is the pouch where we keep the charged batteries. Okay, good boy. And when you've changed your battery, take the old battery out and just drop it loose in the bag. And then we know the loose ones need to be charged on a night, and then keep the fresh ones zipped in there. Okay. Then also in the bag is the clips, and that's what clips his processor onto his t-shirt if he's not wearing them in his pocket. And then these two are new coils, separate coils, and these are slightly thicker than his normal coil, and these are the waterproof coils.
And they're for the bath.
Yeah, you wear them for the bath, and you're swimming.
And
Look at the camera. And swimming. And if you're going to get wet, or if you were playing in water, it's good to wear these. Then all you would need to do is, turn around Jack, we'll show you, is unplug one coil like that. And then plug the new one in, and then that is waterproof. However, the processors are not waterproof when he's wearing the Connect, but you can take the Connect off as long as you're not using the FM, and then slide this compartment back on. Whoops. And then that should start working. And that there is completely waterproof. You can get submerged underwater and everything with that. Okay, then in the box, in the zip side, there's all the spares. So if you ever need a spare, everything's in here. You'll always find there are some normal batteries, so not rechargeable batteries, just completely fresh batteries. If ever the rechargeable batteries are not working, it's always good to try one of those. There's also spare wires, there's spare headpiece covers, and there'll also be a spare coil like this, which will sit in there. And there's a spare clip as well if that gets broken. Go. Okay, so just checks to do throughout the day to make sure his ears are working, because sometimes he might not tell you that one of his ears isn't working. Just a simple check is either to check the flashing green light on the back. So when it's, any noise is coming in, you should be able to see it flash green to say it's receiving sound. Or, if it's all right with Jack, you can ask him, can I just check your ears? And if you take one off his head, it should stop beeping. Put it back on his head, and that means it stops beeping, and that means it's working. Would you like to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye. And Coach Jack Newsom.